Look at that.
Yeah, what about it?
It's a 5-pointed star.
Well, maybe the owners are from Texas.
Excuse me. What's that star on the wall for?
Hey, this is Griffin Dunn, and you are watching Death Curse Society. Beware the moon.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Monday Maniacs from Death Curse Society. I'm Red Crank. I got the Colonel. I got Zigzag. What's up, boys?
Dude, what the fuck, guys? You told me to dress up like this. You don't wear anything?
Works every time.
Yep, works every year.
What the fuck?
Happy, nice, ugly sweater Christmas there.
You win. You win.
You guys
The winner.
suck, man.
The winner of the ugly sweater Christmas party right down here.
Well, it's easy to win when you're literally the only one, you assholes.
Thanks for, I appreciate you following along on that topic, by the way, that discussion. That was nice. Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't even think I have a sweater, an ugly sweater.
All my sweaters are boxed up, man. I haven't worn a, well, I take that back. I have like two that I have hung up in my closet that I wear every now and then, but I'm never that cold.
Right. You know,
So.
it's Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
I would push that, but those got blown out too in the releveling process.
Yeah, well, then
We'll get those back eventually. I'll slowly but surely redoing them, making them better, checking them twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. DCS last show of the year.
It is. That's right. The last show of our year. We're taking next week off because of Christmas, of course. So happy holidays to everybody out there.
So we're going to be doubly stupid tonight.
Yes. Yes. Even Lorena's already on there. She says DCS always on the nice list. And happy holidays, everybody.
That's a lie right there. That's going to get you a demerit. You know,
Exactly. I mean, happy holidays. Thank you. But no, we're definitely not on the nice list.
Patricia's here. St. John's, Michigan. Jason's in the house. Bill's here. Gina.
Oh, baby.
There we go. Yeah. Handful of people out there in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight, folks, this is a topic I swear to God, we've been bubbling over since we began, I believe, because we started with Halloween 2018.
That's true.
More than 5 years ago. And yeah, we are going to rank our top 10 Blumhouse horror films and our bottom 5 Blumhouse horror films. Colonel is excited as shit.
I'm thrilled.
What do you think the over-under is going to be on Houses in Flames on this list?
I'm going 8.5, baby.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. We shouldn't really shit on them too much because let's face they are a huge contributor to mainstream horror, and so we joke in jest. We are absolutely appreciative of what Blumhouse does for our industry. So yes, let's just get that out of the way right now because we do got jokes, I'm sure, for Blumhouse.
You joke in jest. I do not. Like
you took the words right out of my mouth, Ziggy. Actually, yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate what Blumhouse does for horror. It has brought it more back into the mainstream, with the sheer quantity of releases that they are able to do, and their micro budget, beginnings, starting with what, a $15,000 movie called Paranormal Activity. Well, not starting with, but one of their bigger, like, early successes. What was that? 07? So no, we appreciate what Blumhouse does, but we are also critics. So when they miss the mark, we're strong on the miss the mark. We come hard on it. So stop it. Lorena says this topic is on fire. Exactly. She's in the spirit.
Yes. This
They've gotten away from that recently, though.
Yeah,
I think they've heard my criticisms and it's like, you know what, this fucking guy.
They're fucking right.
Like, the colonel, we need to stop.
Right.
I'm not.
Here we go. And yes, thank you for reminding me, Rick. Since the DCS is off on Christmas, make sure to go over to the whole damn enchilada pod. They are going to have a Christmas special with Adam Marcus, Robert Kurtzman, and Marcy King.
Jesus.
You've already recorded this one, right? It's just coming out next Monday. Is that correct? So, or is it out now? Fuck.
I'm sure he'll post it, but he's saying watch it next week when you have some space, or later tonight if you want, if it's already out. But damn, what a good get though. I mean, that is that's. He's saying we're not the same. I'm like, bro, you're stepping into the realm here, bro. This is it. Welcome.
Good for you, man. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm sure that is a good one because first off, Adam is always a great guest.
You don't have to say one word, and it'll be a great show.
Yeah.
And go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Marcus.
Then
yep.
That's it.
That's all you got. That's all you got to do.
It's so simple. I could do
it. This is true. And he did. One of the first ones.
Was the very first one for me. That was.
Yeah.
I forgot to hit record like you guys told me to. Told me not to. Don't forget to hit record. I did. I was greener than fucking shit, but Adam took over, and it was still a fun watch, man. He said, hey, Adam, what do you think about this? And he just sit back.
There were nuggets that he dropped on that interview, though, dude. That was just like, oh my god. Right. I mean, this is great. So I mean, it's a fantastic interview if you want to see the Colonel in his early days not say anything and yet still steer a awesome interview with Adam Marcus. It's there. It's in the archive.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm a natural at this. Not really. But.
I'm a natural, just sitting back and letting the guests go on.
Oh, we've gotten way better of bullying our way back into conversations when it starts to get off, like
Vincent. Let me finish.
Right, Vincent, It happens, man. It happens. It's our show, goddammit. We'll take control of this thing.
God damn it. Before we get into our list and everything else, let's get in here and thank our members. Of course, thanks to our final girls, Chris, Lorena, and Tyrone. By the way, folks, watch your mailboxes. It is that time.
It's on the way.
You should be receiving something hopefully later this week.
Hopefully they get some overtime in and get everything out by Christmas, because that would be really cool if we could get them there by then.
I think we hit the Christmas deadline last year right on time. So, but yeah, because I think we were, or at least I was wearing one the day before the Christmas show last year or whatever it was. But yes, thanks to our final girls. Watch your mailboxes. Thanks to our crazy Ralphs, Rick and Raymond. And thanks to our camp counselors, 42nd Street Pete, Corey, Luke, Michigan Dave, S. Michael, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Patricia, and JJ. By the way, I need to mention real quick, I got a nice message from JJ it's been about a week or so now. And he was just saying, congratulations to you guys for everything that's been going on. You know, it looks like we're really hitting the road next year. And I kind of let him know some stuff that we've got going on, and he's blown away. And hopefully he may even try to sneak down to one when we're not really in his area, but kind of in that area.
You're going to see some in the field stuff with a lot of DCS friends this year coming up.
Yep.
We're gonna meet up with Angelo at some point when we get to the East Coast again, because he's gonna be back too. So that's gonna be that'll be a good time.
Yes, he'll be back here in a week or so. 2 weeks.
Oh, he said, January 3rd he's coming back.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I wanted to pass that on to you guys. I don't get to talk to you guys. A lot of people probably think that we talk like this all the time, but we really don't.
Sometimes. No, not at all. Especially me. Like, it's like
I'm hit or miss, but I mean,
we have a long text thread. that gets ridiculous from time to time, but we don't get to chat like this very often. So I don't know what the hell I'm going to do next week while you guys are busy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's going to be Christmas.
I'm busy. I'm on vacation, motherfucker.
Kidding me? We'll be just in Sony World, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll be watching a bunch of movies probably.
I had a bad cold hit me again. This cold, it's sweeping the nation and smacked me right in the fucking face, dude. And it was, I dare to say it was almost as bad or as worse as that shit that hit me in California.
Really?
But I didn't have the flight. I swear to God, I felt like I got dropped off a building. Like someone kicked my ass with hockey sticks or baseball bats. It sucked.
Wow. Yeah.
Shoulder to ass, just like, oh God, I can't move. Had to be some kind of a flu or something, man.
Wash your dick, motherfucker.
I'm telling you. I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't even remember. I'm like fanatical about not touching my fucking face, and I don't know.
He does
wash your dick and drink some orange juice. You'll be all right.
He did drink some orange juice.
He was eating oranges. That's what I started with a full orange. I mean, and then I got the vitamin C's, like 500 milligrams at a time. I was eating 6 of them at a time for 3 days. And the other people that got sick around here were still sick. I was all like, I feel fine, after 3 days. But I mean, I had to overload on vitamin C and shit just to upset the balance. But damn, man, watch that cold. Yeah, wash your dick out there. Watch out. It's not fun. Colds aren't. Get a tissue and I'm good. No. The shit takes you out now, man. It's just fucking, you don't know.
Right.
COVID tests every time now with every fucking cold.
This is true.
So that was my week.
Yeah, glad you're feeling better.
I am feeling better though.
All right. Yeah. One last thanks. We got to thank our associate producer C-Phase, and let's bring him in. What is up, Phase?
What's up? You guys ready to rank your Blumhouse films? I know you're not, but
I mean, like I said, I'm absolutely ready. I got all the list over there off to the side, ready to go.
We turned him in real early so he could get on the production and get everything doctored up. It's just there's so many that we had to pick.
Yeah, no kidding. It's good. That had to have been a lot.
Do you have a top Blumhouse film, Phase?
A top?
All right, cool. All right. Now, we should at least let him answer that.
We should. Right. Come on. It's
Christmas.
Holiday season, man. Come on.
I mean, good Lord. It is kind of hard to tell. I guess. Yeah.
Oh, I put him on the spot.
I'd say Get Out.
Get Out. That's a fair. Yeah, I'll take it, man. Take it. I mean, even South Park didn't kill Kenny on Christmas one year. Fuck.
That's true. All right. Phase, I'm going to ceremoniously send you into the background this time.
Now get the hell out of here.
Yeah. We'll see you in a little bit. See, even the Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes that day, a little bit.
I was about to shrink here soon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ziggy, you are the one that gets to start the top 10 list from Blumhouse. We are going to do all of our top 10s. And then we're going to do our bottom 5s after that. So, you want to stick around for the end of this one.
Yes. For one movie in particular. I can tell you right now.
Yeah, man. There's going to be commentary on a couple of these films on the bottom of a list kind of thing.
Well, and if you've been watching for a couple when would this have been?
4 years.
I
now?
guess if you've been watching for 4 years, you know more than likely what is on the bottom of our list. So
I don't know how much thunder I'll be stealing in the top 10 from anybody, really, but I mean, I glanced at the list, but I didn't take them all in and go and have thoughts or anything. But they looked a little some same, but a lot of it was different. Like the arrangement for sure, the order. We're all over the place here. So, having said that, let's get on with it. Blumhouse, baby, burning houses and.
Why isn't it called Burn House?
It should be called Burnhouse. Or at least the logo. Put some flames on that fucking bitch, on that Blumhouse logo. All right. Number 10. The first one, I was kind of disappointed because I thought it was a great concept, but then it came out with the second one, and it was pretty fucking good. Ouija, Origin of Evil. It had some creepy stuff in it, man. I was impressed with what they did with this one, and
man, who directed that?
Shit. I don't know.
Really? You don't know?
I don't know. I didn't look at that. I was just
okay. Well, that was one of my complaints about your list because this is it's Mike Flanagan.
I never said the guy can't make a film, Crank. This isn't really much of a slow burn. It's got a slow run time. So I mean, it's you know what I mean. It was good. They just kind of get right to it, and it's shot well. It's creepy. Check it out if you don't believe me. Number 9, Sinister. It's just another one that had just those moments, I mean, shadows were playing with you. Everything fucks with you in this, and just some of the characters and things they came up with to fuck with you. Memorable. I liked it. So Blumhouse, these, like I said, it wasn't too hard making a top 10 here, man, because there are some good things amongst a lot of the crap.
Well, it wasn't hard making a bottom 5 either.
Oh man, it was much easier. That's going to be a lot more fun. Number 8, more recent one, Vince Vaughn in Freaky. Yes. A slasher, a dark slasher comedy. I mean, it's funny because there's one that just came out that totally killer. It's kind of totally in this vein. But this is the switching personalities, but they put a serial killer involved. I liked it. It's just fun. It was fun to me. My favorite take on this stupid concept of switching personalities and bodies and all that shit.
Ooh, I still like the Dudley Moore, Kirk Cameron, like father, like son.
If there was a serial killer in that one, you know what? It'd probably be pretty fucking good.
That one was my favorite.
Number 7, here we go. Halloween. There it is.
The one that started it all.
One that started it all, man. And
let
me tell you, we were impressed with this. And The Mask, we liked everything about it. And then repeated viewings only brought it down. It did hit a kind of level. It leveled off for me, though, because I've seen it again a couple times. It is what it is for me. And it's number 7 on the list. So let's just leave it at that. We've seen it. There was no evil dies tonight here at this point.
Yet.
We got the flashback, remember, before that, and then all that shit started happening. So number 6, I went back and forth with a couple of these films. It was either going to be Get Out or it was going to be Us. And it was Us.
It could have been both.
It could have been both. I could have put the Slasher, did the Crank. But
no, I mean, you could have just used 2 spots in your list for both of these.
Both great films. But I kind of look at them as like, just the way the guy makes a movie. I don't know. I like this one a little bit better just because it had that little bit more of a slasher element to it, albeit just a morsel. That's why it got the edge here. I could have had them both. Yes, you're right, but I didn't. And I know why he's saying that. So, number 5, Paranormal Activity 2. 2. This is 2. Because they came back. This one was a prequel to what happened, the events that led up to it, and they had to use older technology to get the taping done, and I appreciated some of the clever things they came up with. Started asking all the fucking questions in this series, though, with this fucking movie that drove me goddamn up a wall and down and then back up again because you get nothing when this thing ends. But it is pretty creepy. It has some really good paranormal moments in it. Can't touch the first one, of course, but you've seen it, Number 4. A more modern one, an up-and-coming director that I'm really starting to dig, kind of like developing a Flanagan like infatuation like Crank has. But it's Rob Savage and Dashcam. Yes. This movie is batshit fucking crazy for found footage. And it doesn't care. If there's any rules, it's broken. You know, they're gonna gross you out. Oh yes. They're gonna fucking scare you. Oh yes. They're gonna jump scare you. Oh yes. They're gonna have you going, what the fuck? Too many times. But
that's only because of the English fucking slang, dude.
I just love this guy's style, man. I can't wait to see what comes next. Can't wait. He just gave us the Boogeyman. So I mean, this year, and that was fucking excellent too. All right, I'm already down to number 3. And these, wow, yeah, I'm looking at these. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I dug this movie, and I'm delighted that everyone's coming back for a sequel. The Black Phone captured the 70s vibe perfectly, and Ethan Hawke, what a brilliant performance. You're believing that this guy's got a couple of screws loose in this movie. It's great. So, and we're getting a sequel with more about him, hopefully prequel style with him fucking people up. I can't wait. Yes. Developing the masks. It's going to be good. Oh, baby. Number 2. The original Paranormal Activity. Just how cool was it, man? And it's one of those movies where that clock starts speeding up and then it stops and you know something's about to happen and your fucking hair stands up. And it just gets a little more intense each time. And to a lot of people, it's almost nothing. People stomping upstairs. That's stupid. That's terrified me. Fucking terrified. Slamming doors, so simple. They did it right in this movie. The end's great. I just wish they would have answered some of the fucking questions up the road that they started. But it's a great fucking ghost story. Paranormal Activity, man. I fucking love it. Which brings us, there's no honorable mentions, right to number 1. I expected this to be complete shit because every other attempt at bringing these classic characters to modern time has failed miserably. But they got it right with this one. They got a crazy guy, an obsessed guy, a brilliant guy to come back and torment somebody as the Invisible Man. And I fucking love it. Just, it's perfect. It's scary. It's so tense. Because you don't think about having a invisible motherfucker stalking you out and trying to make you look crazy. What can you do? Except maybe what she does.
Throw some paint on it.
You put some fucking paint on it, some stank on it. But I love this movie. I think this is Blumhouse at its very best, and it was easy for me to put this at number 1.
All right, nice. Very nice list there, Ziggy.
Good list, I guess.
Yeah. The Invisible Man at number 1 for Ziggy. Interesting. Yeah, no.
We reviewed of 2020 and that we saw in the theaters.
The last movie we saw in the theaters for a while. Yeah.
It was. And I just remember being so like, oh my God, you know, I mean.
Do you think maybe that lent to your or our infatuation with that movie? The fact that it was the last one?
I've watched it again, though, and it was just as riveting, man. So
okay. Interesting.
I mean, knowing what's coming, you know, it's, I don't know. But can't we get a reality-based, universal style universe in this way? Is it possible, Colonel? Can it be done?
He's also getting ready to direct the Wolfman.
Yes.
And Ryan Gosling's out. Christopher Abbott is in. Another one of those
great.
Blumhouse Universal crossovers. So,
do we know though? Are we modern?
I believe so. Yeah,
we are modern.
I believe so. Yeah,
I'm sure it is.
Yeah,
we'll see.
So,
it's.
I think all these, if they get a chance to do it, I think all these are going to kind of be in the same world where we could eventually have, you know, the Invisible Man meets the Wolfman down the road.
Hey, dude. Well,
with Danny McBride and Seth Rogen as Abbott and Costello.
Oh God, no.
Well, you just sunk the whole fucking idea in one fucking statement. Yeah.
No. Jason Blum is already on the phone with somebody going, get me Danny McBride.
Give me Danny McBride. I need Danny now. Damn it.
Wait, no, all he's got to do is look down. Get me Danny McBride. Come up here. Come up here. I got to talk to you. Get out from under my desk for a little bit.
Sound from under the desk.
All right, let's see what people thought of your list, because I have not had a chance to look at the comments here for a second.
Comments are rolling in. I don't know. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, really. I mean, when you start to see what Blumhouse is involved with, when you actually look at the whole fucking list, like, wow, there's a lot. So picking 10 wasn't. There's a lot in the gray area in No Man's Land, though.
Oh yes. That's where my list gets a little jumbled. We're not going to rank all the 65 that I knew that I had seen tonight.
No.
That would be a show on its own.
No, I would refuse.
But I did do that. I did rank them all, and it is on my Letterboxd, and I just made that list public. So if you do follow me on Letterboxd, I think FaZe will throw a link out there.
I'm a fucking idiot. Mine's set to private, but I'll fix that this week.
I downloaded the app. I got it, and then I just left it. I didn't create it.
It's handy, man. You can build lists on there, all kinds of stuff. So
I've been juggling my 2023s for months now, and
see, I'm old school, man. I'm the youngest one. That's the fucked up part. My shit's on fucking paper. Numbers written down next to them, then scratched out with a new number next to it.
You're like classic Coke there, Colonel.
Yes.
All right. Rick from the Whole Damn Enchilada Pod says, speaking of Cali, really dig the content you guys put out this week from Halloween 45. Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude. It was a blast going.
Great trip.
But it's funny because me and Crank would hang back to get all the idiots out of the way so we could get a clean shot of the fucking said shot, right, of what we were looking at. And we would miss a description of the next one that was up the road a little bit. So, I mean, I was like, I was going, fuck, Crank, I didn't hear what he said about this. What the fuck is this? He's like, I don't know. So we had to go match him up online and stuff to, get him in there.
Sometimes, Ziggy, less is more, man. You don't have to.
No, dude, it's great. You should have seen how many that didn't make the cut. So I was like, what's this, dude? I can't find this one.
Rick is already trying to make predictions. He says Halloween Ends will likely be your bottom.
I don't know. Stay tuned and find out.
Yeah, stay tuned.
I expect to catch shit for an omission of mine.
Well, I mean, yeah, you should, because the only Flanagan film you put on there is Ouija Origin of Evil. That's
I don't know.
That's a miss.
That's a huge fucking miss.
A miss?
That's a huge fucking miss. When you see mine and Crank's list, because I'm positive this movie is on both of ours, you're gonna be like, duh, why didn't I think to put that down?
Well, I even have a third one, I guess, if you would.
I guess I could have put Get Out up there in its place, but
that's not Flanagan.
I dug, that particular movie. I mean, if the other one up there is a slow burn, we'll see.
Yeah. Oh. Bill says, based on where I used to live, Freaky was shit? Is that what you mean?
I used to live freaky as shit.
I was trying to follow the comments during the conversation. I missed that one.
Yeah, I see that. Rick says, love the Black Phone, but afraid of the sequel.
I see your point. If they do it right.
Yeah.
Has Blumhouse ever done it right?
A sequel?
Invisible Man? A sequel.
No.
How about half a sequel?
No. Not yet. Well, I mean, you had a sequel. You had Paranormal Activity 2. And you had Ouija, Origin of Evil. That was a sequel.
Two sequels.
So.
Two.
Kiara says the Paranormal Activity series scared the fuck out of me when I was younger. Paranormal Activity I never got into. I don't know why. I need to go back and watch them again. I know I've seen the first few.
I don't know if going back and rewatching it would help you. Because, like, for me, spoiler alert when I get to my list, Paranormal Activity was something fucking new at the time. Like, that freaked me out because I was like, we've never seen before. You've seen it 100 times by now. So it's like, I don't think it had the same impact on you as it would have done with the first viewing.
I got you. Patricia is threading a sewing machine, and it looks like she succeeded. Sewing machine threaded. Call 911 if anything bad happens. We got your back, Patricia. We got you. If we see blood on your comments, we'll know something horrible happened. And Bill says, "Nice, Ziggy, 8.5 on the list." So,
well, there you go.
That's a pretty high mark from Bill, man. He usually doesn't give out 8.5s too often.
No. See, here we go. Lorena says, I haven't seen enough Blumhouse movies to make a proper list. I'm not sure, because that was one of the complaints these guys had about, I don't know, I could build a top 10 or a bottom 5 out of Blumhouse, but dude, there's a ton that you may have forgotten that are Blumhouse.
Like I said, there's a gray area that's bigger than both lists.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I dipped into that gray area. I'm not going to lie on one.
I took Ouija out of there. Come on.
I literally took my ladle and was like, we'll see this shit.
All right. Well, yep. People like your list there, Ziggy. We're in good shape. And, and there's Tarek. What up, Buttercup? What's up, Tarek?
Was it?
We're talking right now. We're talking the best of Blumhouse. So
you missed my list,
but that's okay. You'll get a review later. Yeah. All right. I guess it looks like I get to go next. So let's see. Top 10, huh?
Sorry.
Yeah. You guys know the drill. Number 10 for me. I'm actually shocked it made it, but it did. And I tried to not include it, but Megan is my number 10. I really tried not to include it, but I dug this movie, man. I kind of dug this movie. It's one of the few times the AI doll was done right. So what, Colonel? You're already shaking your fucking head. What?
This is the crankiest list of crank lists of all fucking time. I already know. That's why I'm shaking my head.
I'm sitting there going, Ouija board is scarier than this fucking movie.
Oh, bullshit.
I think you're just the victim of the times, man. You're like in the moment. Like,
again, a sequel will prove me wrong. And they've got one coming out 25, I think. So we'll see.
I'm hearing about a big crossover with Chucky and all kinds of craziness.
Oh, that shit's not going to happen at least for a while.
Same company.
So, what do you mean this is the crankiest list of crank lists? Not quite sure how to take that, asshole. Number 9 for me, and I'm kind of shocked this one didn't show up on somebody else's list, but it didn't. Happy Death Day. I thought this was a kind of an original take. I like the time travel-esque quality of it, or the Groundhog Day quality of it. Exactly. Yeah, the Groundhog Day quality of it. A pretty ingenious way to do it. I wouldn't even mind seeing more from this. And I like this director, Christopher Landon. I like the way he thinks about things and shoots things. So, number 9 for me, Happy Death Day. Number 8. Yep. Ziggy mentioned it already. Freaky. 3 relatively newer ones from Blumhouse on my list right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Which is rare for me. Again, Freaky was just a fun time. I like the writing of it. I love Vince Vaughn when he's able to. He overdid it a touch in this film more than he does in most, but I like when he's able to just kind of unleash and be a wild character. And this one, he was given a little carte blanche to do so with. Number 7 for me. Now we get into some serious shit, folks. This was one that was hated by these other two, I think. Maybe not hated, but not liked as much as I do. But I still stand by it. I think this movie is creepy as hell, and I love Amanda Seyfried and Kevin Bacon in it. You Should Have Left. Again, I like the writing of this one, and it snuck in. What?
Go ahead, Zach, then I'll go.
Slow burn with a very, very limited payback on your investment of time. I didn't think it was wow or anything. It's just like,
no, I don't know.
I found it forgettable.
I don't know if it was necessarily a wow, but it was I like it because it was a
Colonel?
I'm just gonna say, if we was doing a top 15, it probably would have made my list. Like at one point, it was in my list of movies, but it got marked off pretty fucking early. But it was on the good movies.
Exactly the same. I had it there down at the lower half, and it got bumped out when I got through it. I mean,
well, I'm glad you guys both decided to watch Ouija instead. Origin of Evil.
I did not.
Here's where my list takes a strong deviation, at least from Ziggy's. Number 6 for me, The Invisible Man. I like this movie a lot, but I think there are better ones out there from Blumhouse, and most of them are some of the earlier micro-budget movies. This one had a pretty good-sized budget, and there's another one that has a pretty good-sized budget that's still in my top 5. But
I can dig it, man. 6 is good for that. I mean, you could probably interchange about any of those.
I think it's a little low.
A little low?
Top 5.
A little low?
Obviously, I do think it should be a bit higher, but I just think they nailed it. It's just that pacing wise and suspense wise and payoff wise, I mean, you get it all in that one.
Yeah. All right.
We look for different things. That's why we have 3 lists, folks, because I
appreciate your input.
We're stroked by different things.
I appreciate your input. It has been acknowledged. It will be ignored at a later date. All right. Thank you. That was our management meeting, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Every corporation's management meeting right there. I appreciate your input. We will consider it for the next meeting, and then it will never be brought up again.
No. At a previous gig of mine, it was they would turn to second in command and go, shit, what would you do here, And he would lay it out what you're supposed to do, and then she would go, no, I'm not doing that, and do the opposite. And it never, this guy he would go mad, like, okay, why the fuck did you ask me if you didn't want to know? But yeah, it's just basically another strike for management.
Almost had to go buy a new fucking laptop for Christmas because of you, man.
I got a sippy cup, dude. This thing don't spill. It's all good.
No, I had a drink in my mouth, and you're like, oh. And I'm like,
a sippy cup. What the fuck? I got my sippy cup.
I got my sippy cup, man. All right. Well, my top 5 definitely differs from Ziggy's. So let's get into it. And this is the first appearance of a Mike Flanagan film in my list. It's one of the early ones.
Ouija. Oh.
No, I love this movie. I've always liked the mirrors as some kind of conduit for evil. That's always been like a storyline that's attracted me. I love the way he plays with the viewer in this movie. You're not sure what all is real when you're watching this film. Again, it was one of those movies I had discovered Flanagan with something else, and then started going back and watching his, previous works. I'm sure it was Netflix's The Haunting of Hill House was probably the first thing I really saw that I just adored by him, which, started the running joke about my infatuation with Mike Flanagan. I'm a fan, dude. Can't help it.
He's such a fan, folks. If you remember this episode of South Park, when Paris Hilton comes to town and Mr. Slave, they have a slut off. Mike Flanagan would be Paris Hilton, and Crank would be Mr. Slave.
Inserted.
I really don't like this analogy at all. I lose everything on this analogy, like terribly.
Yes.
Thanks, Colonel.
You're welcome.
Your input is acknowledged. Yeah, we will discuss it at the next meeting. Asshole. But yes, if you haven't seen Oculus, check it out. I don't know where it is. I own it on Blu-ray, so I can watch it whenever the hell I want. But great early micro-budget film from Mike Flanagan. I'm doing all this to stall because I have to scroll almost all the way up to the top. Here we go. Number 4 for me, The Black Phone. Yes. I was surprised by this film, how much I like this film. And does it deserve to be above The Invisible Man? Yes, in my opinion. I think the acting in this one is a little bit better than The Invisible Man.
Well, you got much less of a cast, too, in Invisible Man. Less people carrying a lot more weight.
Right.
Yes.
But, and when some of that weight is kids, I put more stock in that.
Oh, you root for that kid, man. That's no question. Yeah.
Yeah. And the one scene that was emotionally jarring, man, and where the girl gets punished, and she pulled that off, man. I'm not judging everything based on that one scene, but I love it when younger actors, kid actors, can pull off shit like that, because you see it, and there may be an example later that we get to talk about, where it doesn't quite pay off. If some of these, I think these guys know what I'm talking about. But I love kid actors when they're able to do it right. Ethan Hawke, creepy as shit.
What's the matter with that dude?
He's just a bizarre cat, and he's one of those guys I'd love to meet at a con, just have drinks with, not necessarily, he'd be a cool cat.
Yeah, but dude, I couldn't do it. I would be too tempted after a couple beers. Like, hey, Ethan, let me ask you a question. You ever have your shit pushed in? And that would totally kill whatever vibe we fucking had.
Yeah, there goes any kind of partnership we would ever have with Ethan Hawke.
Just
pretty much.
Dude, what?
Because what?
Why would you bring that up?
Training Day is an awesome fucking movie, man.
It's an awesome day. But
Black Phone, number 4. Number 3 for me, the first appearance of a Jordan Peele film, Us. Again, love this movie. Love the doppelganger, dual realities, the above ground, the underground.
We're still owed the sequel with the underground. All right. I don't know what's going on. I need an update from Jordan Peele. What's going on? Because my whole hinging of the score I gave of Us is all about the rest of the backstory he was giving us about the ground.
It's not happening.
No!
It's probably not going to happen.
I know. It's still a good movie.
It's still a great movie. Again, performances off the chart. The fact that you have several different styles of film in this too. You have like that home invasion film. You have the apocalyptic shit near the end. You have just that whole tension of not sure what the hell this is laid on top of everything. I love the way this film's constructed. Almost as much as I love the way number 2 is constructed, which is the second appearance of a Mike Flanagan film, Hush. You give me a one location film, 2 or 3 actors, and I'm more than likely, if it's done well, more than likely going to be in love with this movie, because I love that simple ass shit. This is such a good movie, man.
You know why it's not on my list?
Yeah, why isn't it on your list, asshole?
Never seen it.
You are missing out.
It's top of the list.
You're not missing anything, dude.
Really?
Shut the fuck up, Colonel.
Colonel,
What the
get
hell
in
are
and
you
fight here. Let me hear this out. I'll be the ref.
No, I can't until I get my list out.
Okay. All right.
This was very close to being my number one. But it didn't quite make the cut because number one had to go to the first Jordan Peele movie, Get Out, because I think Get Out is one of the most culturally relevant horror films that's come out in a long fucking time. And it's one of those films that just kind of stands out.
White people are fucked up.
You can't just classify this as a horror film. And a lot of people would even say it's not a horror film. And I would say, oh, you are wrong. It may not be a horror film to you because you haven't experienced some of what those characters go through. I haven't either, honestly, but I see it and I understand it. So
It makes me want to grab people, and throw them through an ass kicking machine. It's just nothing but fists and boots. Just so it's like here's some pain inflicted. Just so you get a sense. We're not going to kill you, but you're going to be beaten within an inch of your life.
Right. But 1 and 2, and even 3, I kind of debated back and forth a little bit, but I went with Get Out at the top. And I'm not upset about that. So, and I think if I ever were to meet Mike Flanagan and tell him that his movie was my second favorite Blumhouse film of all time, he'd be okay with that. Especially if I told him what number 1 was. Fuck you, Ziggy.
No. It's a fine list. I wasn't surprised at all with that. You putting that one up there at the top. That's completely acceptable.
Well, as Colonel says, and I want him to explain more about the crankiest crank list of all time.
Because it is the crankiest crank list of all fucking time. You literally had 3 films. Oh, sorry, I'm putting my fucking dinosaur feet back on. My feet are getting cold. Come on, man. Jordan Peele and Mike Flanagan at the very top. Like your top 4 is 2 different directors.
Yeah.
That's crank as fuck.
Hey, are they not 2 of the best directors going right now?
We need to trademark that statement right there. That's crank as fuck.
That's correct.
That's good.
Are they not 2 of the best directors working right now?
They are 2 of the best directors working right now.
Are we not doing a list based on
Blumhouse
production companies?
Yes.
Works right now.
We are, but man, come on, you need some variety in your life, son.
Dude, okay.
You need some Ouija board, Origin of Evil.
Go fuck yourself, man. It's a good movie, but it's not that. It's only a good movie because it's so much better than the first one.
Well, yes, but
okay.
I thought there were some pretty well thought out fucking shots there that were hard to capture with what they pulled off there. But Crank, nice list.
That was a very nice list, Crank.
Yeah.
God damn, could you imagine if Stephen King had like 2 movies produced by Blumhouse? Fuck, it's just been Mike Flanagan, Stephen King, and Jordan Peele. Those have been his top 10.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. Shit.
So I gotta watch this.
We love you.
No.
I'm gonna watch Hush just to see.
Yes, you need to fucking see Hush, you dumb fuck.
No, you don't,
man.
Come back and scalp
dude, it's
you.
awful.
Awful.
What?
Hush is awful, dude. Don't see it.
Hold on.
We'll debate this before we do our bottom 5s.
He's half smiling. I'll have to ask him off the air. I can't tell if he's Colonel character or serious Colonel.
You'll find out shortly.
I'm serious. This is my government name telling you this movie fucking sucks. Don't watch it.
Oh man.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Gina says Black Phone was good. Only thing, it was a couple of blocks from where me and Bill went to school. Oh, interesting. All right.
Now you know why Bill says it's creepy as fuck.
Okay, I'm down. I'm just saying, Bill, that opening shot of those kids playing baseball, that was my fucking that was fucking me, dude. I mean, to a T. Don't freak me the fuck out seeing it like that. They nailed it.
Yeah. See, Rick says Megan was good. I'm not alone here.
I didn't say it was bad.
Tarek says Megan has all the ingredients I should hate, but I was honestly really entertained. There you go.
Mr. Mark, if they had the power washer, should have showed some flesh going and getting ripped off the skull, and they would have had a fucking solid 9 from you, probably. Or
Dude,
an 8.5.
literally the only gore scene in that fucking movie is when she ripped that kid's ear off.
Right.
Like, you know how shitty it is that I watched the unrated version, and I had to watch it again because I thought I watched the theatrical version because there's literally hardly any fucking difference.
It's like a third of a second that was added.
Yeah, like literally, I watched it and I was like, I think I fucked up and watched the theatrical version. Then watched it again. I watched it 2 times in a row. I'm like, I watched the same fucking movie.
Lorena says she's seen 11 total Blumhouse films, and one of those was hysterical blindness. Hey, you could still make a top 10 at least.
Couldn't help but notice
there
Exorcist Believer on your list there, Crank.
Huh? Excuse me?
I said couldn't help
I
but
heard
notice.
We'll get to that.
At least number 10.
We'll get to that. There we go. Bill disagrees, of course, with me at least. Seen Megan, wasn't impressed. All right, fair enough. Tarek says, I forgot about You Should Have Left. I want to see that one. I think it's still on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. Kiara left and did a list. Excellent. Oh, and Phase with the win here. He says, it looks like Oculus is free on Pluto TV.
There you go.
If you're looking to check it out. Here we go. Kiara's got a list. Five Nights at Freddy's is her number 1. Yes, being biased. Shush. The rest are in random order. Insidious, Paranormal Activity, Purge, Election Year, Purge, Anarchy, Invisible Man, Get Out. Except for these ones, Black Christmas and Halloween Ends, plus Kills. Enjoyed these 3, but could have been better. Honorable mention, Megan. It was semi-serious and made me laugh. Yeah. She says also, I am lacking on watching a lot of these Blumhouse films. And I understand why a lot of people are missing them, you know. Even though they are some of the more marketed films out there anymore, but there's also a ton that sneak through on like Prime and even Netflix and stuff like
Hulu.
that. And Hulu. Yeah.
Yeah, Dashcam was never in theaters, was it?
I don't think so. I don't believe so.
I think it had a limited release in theaters.
It probably had like Premiere and stuff like that,
Right.
but I don't know if it ever. I saw it on Shudder first time. So.
Yeah. But yeah. Tarek says Us was well built, but my least favorite of the Peel archive. Still think Nope is my least favorite, but I need to go back and watch it again. There we go. Here's for you, Ziggy. Christopher says, I hope Jordan Peele never makes a sequel. His movies are great standalone.
Okay, but if you would have heard him selling why he left so much out of Us about the underworld and the government program, I want to see it. I want to hear this. It sounds like an incredible story. You know, I would welcome this. I'd welcome that as a standalone movie. Don't even mention the fucking people that got out or switched or anything. You know, let's just see it coming together.
That is, as much as I agree with Christopher, and normally I disagree with you, I will agree. I would like to see some of that backstory, whether it be in a novelization or like maybe a graphic novel.
Oh God. Just the way he set it up, I was like, oh yes. He's like, oh, he goes, it was intentional that we left out this and we left out this. He goes, and it's all part of the sequel. And I was like, bring it.
Yeah, it's very convenient that he said, oh, we left this out as part of the sequel.
Well, that was
we may have not had the answers to begin with.
It's all the shit I was bitching about, though, you know, when we reviewed that thing. And I'll till then I'll be saying,
Well, we're waiting.
Fair enough. But there you go. Tarek says, agreed. Get Out was fucking genius. Thank you, Tarek. Kiara says, I just want to mention that one of the Blumhouse's films, Imaginary, coming out next year, looks amazing so far, and I'm excited for it. That one, that's the bear, right? The little teddy bear. That one looks interesting.
I didn't hate Five Nights at Freddy's either, man.
I
did not care for that movie a whole lot.
I haven't seen Five Nights.
Closer to cracking the list than some of the other ones that have come up.
I'm going to say it was safe from being on my bottom 5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. It was made too well for that,
Tarek, Jesus Christ. TCAF, TCAF, that's crank as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I sense a new member exclusive shirt in the near future.
That's crank as fuck. No, not crunk. Crank.
Crank. Crunk as fuck. No.
I don't even think people say crunk anymore.
No.
Do they?
Man.
We need Little John up here quick.
Grizzly says, so I know we go with movies most of the time. Did anyone mention the game show Hellabator?
No.
No.
Is that a Blumhouse? I didn't even see that on any of the lists.
What was that? What was that on? I think I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
Definitely heard of it. I just don't know if it's Blumhouse.
Don't know.
So I'm curious about that. Let me know what you and yeah, Kiara says, yeah, that's the one with the teddy bear. So I'm cautiously optimistic about that one. I have seen the trailer a couple of times, and it's definitely on my watch list. I don't know if that's going to be one that we review or not, because I don't like to bring up teddy bears on the show, because we have our own teddy bear right down there, the Colonel. So.
What the fuck?
You sold that so well.
Thank you.
But yeah, I am curious about that one. Do they all? Patricia wants to know: do they all have to be horror? This is a horror list, yeah. There are a few that aren't.
FaZe gave her permission to do non-horror to her list.
Yeah, of course,
right?
Yeah. You do your own list. We don't judge, Patricia.
You're not going to get thrown out, for putting a non-horror on there.
Jason Blum produced, he says, on the Hellabator. I'm going to have to look that up a little more. What was that on? Was it on Shudder?
Sounds like one of them Shutters.
Tarek wants to know, so the question is everything Blum produced technically Blumhouse, or is there some legal separation in there? Very good question.
That's what we're just trying. It kind of absolutely applies to what's going on right here with this Hellabator or whatever the fuck.
We there was a certain movie on an upcoming list, and we might as well get ready to get into that. So, yeah, there was a certain movie that was not under a Blumhouse banner, but it was under one of the under Blumhouse banners. So
it was under the umbrella.
It was under the umbrella.
Oh, like Blumhouse Television or whatever?
No, it wasn't even that. It's a Haunted Pictures, which is a division of Blumhouse. So I let it slide, and we'll see what that is here in a moment.
It must be Colonel's list.
Goddamn right. So there's that gray area. I fucking dipped in that. Like I said, I dipped in that fucking gray area, dude.
It's huge.
Fucking top 10.
Fucking ocean.
Fuck it. So because honestly, I'm going through all these Blumhouse movies. And I learned I've not even come close to seeing 65 fucking Blumhouse movies. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, most of that shit I never heard of before. So, let's go ahead and get this shit started.
Uh-oh.
What the hell happened?
But
Your
Hold
mic
on.
just went out.
my mic went out?
Okay, you're back now.
That's weird.
Where's the NASCAR? Is that your place, Crank?
That would be me.
If the NASCAR drowned you out, it all stepped over your mic.
Was it that loud?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the NASCAR.
Hold on.
It knocked you flat.
Let me get them taken care of. Yo! All right, we're good.
The French.
Don't get me started on the French before I get to do my top 10 list. All right, let's knock this out. We've been at it for an hour. So, coming in at number 10, I'll be honest, this was a fucking coin flip. All right. And the only reason why I made my list is because I've seen it more recently than what my original number 10 was. I'm going to go with the Insidious.
Mm-hmm.
It's Insidious. You've seen it. You've seen it 4 or 5 times now. It's Insidious. Coming in at number 9, a movie I did not see until I had to do some research, and it was really good. Dashcam. Yeah. What is there to say about Dashcam? Zach hasn't already fucking said, you thunder stealing pricks. This is why I hate going last. This is why I like to go number 2. Not 1, not 3, but 2.
Speaking of number 2, I need to go, so let's go. Let's wrap this up.
No, you put that in the private chat like I do. Guys, I got a shit. Let's wrap this up.
Secrets of the show.
Coming in at number 8, I'm surprised it didn't make Ziggy's list. The Green Inferno. Yes, I appreciated this movie more the first time I saw it with Cannibal Holocaust. But, Green Inferno is pretty fucking good for what it is. Eli Roth totally ripped off Cannibal Holocaust when he made this film. But it's okay. This film is a love letter to that movie. So it's okay. Yeah, good fucking gore. All right. It's unsettling as fuck. And it would have been kind of probably number 2 or 3 Eli Roth films till Thanksgiving came out. So it dropped down a little bit more. So it's probably number 4 now. But that's a whole different list. We're going to move on.
No comment.
Coming in at number 7, Halloween 2018.
Yeah, same.
Let me tell you, we covered this thing so fucking much, I wanted to hate it.
Yeah.
Until I looked at Blumhouse movies, and I'm like, it's not that bad. It was good enough to come in at number 7. Now, here's where I catch a lot of fucking hate from these guys. I already know. Coming in at number 6, The Black Phone. Said, I dug it. I thought it was a good movie. I did not grow up in the 70s, so I didn't have no nostalgia ties to it. But it was a well-acted, well-written story. I dug it. I just dug my top 5 more.
All right. Just, yeah.
And I appreciate a good IP. If you guys haven't noticed, I try to keep out like fucking sequels and everything else. That was one of my things this list. I didn't want sequels, so I mentioned one movie. The rest were fucking discarded.
I don't even know if Blumhouse did the first Ouija board movie. Did they?
I don't know. I'm sure.
Wouldn't matter. You couldn't put that even on the. But yeah, it could make the bottom. It could go on the bottom one. It's like trash.
I can't remember if it was a Blumhouse or not.
All right. Well, speaking of trash, coming in at number 5, we have Hush. Dude, you have to see this movie. I was fucking with you.
Yes.
It's trust me. I'm surprised it's as high on my list as it is, and I enjoyed it as much as I did. Crank's right. One setting, very minimum actors, but such an original take on a home invasion film. It's hard not to love it. Like, this is really outside the fucking box.
Thank you, Colonel.
Like, you're going to want to watch this, man. You've never seen anything like this before. You have to watch it. Trust me.
Well, if it's that good, how would I miss it? I mean, you know what I'm saying? If I had seen it, it would have been on my list.
Dude, I came across it randomly on fucking Netflix, I think. Like, I think when we first started even talking about doing the podcast, like, it was years ago.
There's always a movie you haven't seen, folks. Always. Always a movie you got to catch up on. It never ends.
Mm-hmm.
This is one, it has my stamp. I know Crank Stamp's huge.
I respect.
If I'm saying watch it, you got to watch it.
TCAF. TCAP. It's crank as fuck.
This
That's
is
frank as fuck. I'm in, man.
Let's make it sound Russian. Coming in at number 4, boy. You cut me off, fucker.
Sorry.
So coming in at number 4, this is where, like I said, that gray area came in fucking handy. And I absolutely love this movie. I don't think it's as bad as most people say. Is it the best film from this director? No, but I enjoy it. It's a great witch story. The Lords of Salem.
Haunted Pictures, The Lords of Salem.
That's right. But under the
which is a division of Blumhouse
umbrella.
Honestly, this did appear on the Blumhouse list I was looking at.
It appeared on mine too. And to be fair, in case it was completely ruled out by Crank, I did have a backup top 10 because I fucking knew there's a chance that this movie would not be allowed on the list.
Why do you say that? Because I'm not that big of a.
You're not, but that's why I've added my source to it. Like, hey, now this is on the list I was referred to.
Right.
So that was my saving grace.
And that's where I had to go back to then backtrack to find the Blumhouse like hierarchy, and that's where I found Haunted Pictures, and then I found Haunted Pictures on there. So I was like, okay, there's the connection.
There you go, Zag. Sometimes you just gotta say fuck it and just see what happens.
I do my research when I say,
it ain't gonna go by, dude. Vetoes come instantly if you submit something around here. Instantly.
Well, on the bright side, it's not like I put Knives Out as one of my favorite horror films of 2022.
That's a good point.
Or Glass Onion or whatever the fuck it was. But Lords of Salem's fucking awesome. I mean, what can I say?
It's awesome.
Funny story about this movie. A few years ago, I was hanging out with my mom. She's like, I want to watch a Halloween movie. It was around Halloween. I was like, well, I got, she's like, I want to watch something about witches. I was like, well, we can do Lords of Salem. Totally forgot about the scene where they're all sitting around stroking fucking dildos. Boy, was I fucking embarrassed. I was like, oh, I forgot. Like, I freaked the fuck out. Fast forward to that shit. Yeah, it was kind of strange, man. That's twice Rob Zombie fucking got me with that.
Okay.
Because the unrated version of Halloween, when Michael escaped.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a story for another fucking time. Coming in at number 3.
What the fuck?
I don't know what happened, man.
Neither do I. Coming in at number 3, Paranormal Activity. Again, not a huge fan of found footage films, but like I said, like Zag already fucking said, it was groundbreaking when it first came out. Yeah. Fair. Everything's been said about that. Same with my number 2, my number 1, so let's just get them out of the way. Coming in at number 2, Get Out, which easily could have been my number 1. This was a toss-up. And coming in at number 1, The Invisible Man. Again, I think maybe the fact that it is the last movie I've seen on the big screen for a year may play a role in why I think so highly of it. But I still think it's a really good fucking movie, especially me being the Universal Monster nerd that I am. This was very well done. And
right.
It was a good modern take on the. Honestly, it was a better take than the original Invisible Man for me.
This was one of the first ones that they also kind of co-released on HBO Max at the same time.
Did they? No, I think this was just in theaters.
It was just in theaters. Yeah, this wasn't.
I saw it
prior to everything.
You saw it 2 or 3 weeks late though.
It must, and it came really fast after if the shit hit the fan.
It was one of those that what do they call it? The 21-day banner or whatever. Because that's what they were 21-day release, because they were doing 21 days in the theaters and then it would hit streaming.
So I watched it like 2 days in a row. So I was like, that was so fucking good, and put it on again. Just I want to see that scene. I watched the whole thing again. I was like, man, what a fucking strong fucking movie that was. I was shocked that was Blumhouse involved.
Man, the scene where the fucking throat got slit in the fucking restaurant.
Beautiful.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
There was a whole bunch of pearl clutching moments.
By the way,
I jumped out of my fucking seat.
A little late, but spoiler alert, by the way.
Dude, I literally jumped out of my fucking seat, man, when she threw paint on that motherfucker, and I knew it was coming. I was still like, oh shit, like legit fucking jump.
Just the whole thing, the tech, man, the whole suit tech and everything was. Jesus Christ, this guy is a super villain, you know, the way he thinks.
Yeah, like a Bond villain.
Yeah, and you done fucked him over, and you're gonna leave him, and now he can't. It's crazy.
Crazy.
More spoilers. Crazy. Wait. Where are you at, Colonel? Great list, Colonel. Oh, sorry.
Is that the right list? Is that the right drop?
I don't think it is, prick.
There you go.
Thank you, Zach.
All right, there's Rick. He says Hellevator is what it's called. Hellevator as a Blumhouse game show.
Oh, you know what? I was
on
reading.
the game show network. Okay.
I've never actually seen the game show.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even have the game show network. So
We don't even want to say game show where other people might hear it and get an idea. So we don't talk about shit like that. Well, fuck, man.
Game show where the contestants had to do challenges in a haunted mansion. Now there was one.
Hey,
that was the one with that guy from Crossing Jordan. Played the English guy, and he supposedly owned this big mansion. I liked that game show back in the day, but that was on like Sci-Fi Network or something. I can't remember what was called right now. But
man, you remember that one fucking reality show on Sci-Fi where that dude like named Avocado and shit, and like the dude thought he was a vampire. I can't remember. I used to know the name of it. I used to get so stoned and watch that shit. Just saying, I can't remember the name of it. It was dumb.
I don't remember that one, but
yeah, someone help me out. I'm sure someone remembers it from like early 2003, somewhere around there.
20 years ago.
Yeah, don't remind me that was 20 years ago. That was like 5 years ago, dude.
All right. Lorena says, I like Green Inferno. Shish. I liked it. And Halloween Ends sucked. Mean monkey balls. There's her list.
We haven't seen any Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends appear yet on any of the positive lists.
Because we're talking about.
Did you think they would show up on the positive list?
Oh no. I think that would have just tipped the hand that nobody put any thought into it, and you were just padding the shit out. So I believe you guys legitimately did your work as I did. So
I always legitimately do my work. What are you trying to fucking say here?
Saying just you can tell when we can't.
I've been working on this list for like a month and a half. So
we're solid. That's why this team fucking works, because these guys always work.
Yeah.
If I don't, I admit it. Like before I get my list, I'll tell you guys right now.
I didn't see nothing. Yep.
I spent 15 minutes putting this list together while I was taking a shit right before the show.
Yep.
That was the extent of my research today.
Here's our top 5 in 1952. I don't fucking know. Here we go.
Well, we got the age covered in a way where it doesn't matter. Everything's covered. So this dynamic fucking works.
Lorena says Blumhouse should do a remake of Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny.
I still need to see this movie. This poor woman's telling us about this movie for years, and we still haven't seen it.
I think I tried to watch part of it. I don't think I made it.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. I don't think I could. There's not enough weed on the planet.
Oh, yeah, there is.
That could get me to that. No, I think it's going to take some mushrooms or something, a microdose or something to get me into that.
All right. Patricia's got her list, and I'm going to try to read it backwards. She says, number 10, The Black Phone. Number 9, Happy Death Day. Number 8, Split. Good choice. Number 7, The Purge. Number 6, Black Klansman. Number 5, Prey. Number 4, Creep 2. Number 3, Creep. Number 2, The Deep House. And number 1, Freaky. There you go.
Creep almost made my list. Those were in my top 15 as well. Like they were initially on the list, but had to come off.
Creep is in the it's pretty close to the top.
It's
15, I think.
Mm-hmm. And then The Deep House, that one too, man. I was so disappointed with it. I mean, I didn't hate it, as you will see soon, but it's in the gray area, man. It couldn't float to the surface of the top 10.
Same. Rob Zombie got me twice with the dildos, Colonel.
But just once with the dildos, the other one was a grape scene, if you catch my drift. And that was even more awkward. Again.
Bill gives your list an 8.5. I guess I got mine was an 8.25 because I lost a quarter of a point for including Megan.
Tarek, can you like keep a journal, just jot down these things, and we'll have like a yearly book of anecdotes to give at, just advice from the DCS.
That should be a shirt with just all the weird random sayings at the end of the year that come across the show during.
Now that's crank as fuck.
That's crank.
It really works. You can use it with everything.
God damn it.
I'm trying, folks. I'm trying.
I'm not sure to do this yet.
So you go bowling, you get her gutter ball. That's crank as fuck. That's right there.
Oh, yes. And FaZe is reminding everybody we still have our top 5 worst of Blumhouse list.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. We only got like 40 minutes. We better get going here.
Yeah.
Hold on. We still got, I'm looking at these comments, making sure. There we go. Tarek, A State of Panic. That's what it was called. I dug it, dude.
It's crank as fuck. Of course you did.
Of course it is. Fuck, would you guys stop saying that? But that was the name of that show on Sci-Fi, I think, that I remember, or USA, one of the two.
Jesus.
What the fuck? Just half-baked twisted sayings. That's crank as fuck. Almost got me twice with dildos. Okay, we're done. We're done with that.
I don't know, man. I think we're on to something here.
Hold on. I want to throw this up here. So let's go minimized. And let's check out these lists. Yeah. So The Invisible Man is on all of ours. The Black Phone is on all of ours. Get Out should be on all of ours.
Us Get Out, same thing.
Is that it?
Halloween's not on your list, correct? Nope.
Nope. It was in
both of ours, both number 7 for us.
I think mine is in the 20s, Halloween.
I'm going to put Hush in there as a phantom entry. And I'm just going to say 5 just because of the high rating, and I'll watch it to clarify this, but
You should.
it seems,
Watch it tonight,
well,
and then we'll talk about it in 2 weeks. I guess you have 2 weeks to watch it.
it's an old movie, though. I mean, are we doing the end of the year?
Well, I mean, we can still
2 weeks?
come back to it a little bit.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, we can spend a couple minutes with it for sure.
Those are good lists right there, I think.
I think so. I think they're pretty
All lined
solid. Enough diversity to.
Yeah.
Sinister and Insidious. You know what I'm saying, Colonel? It's the same thing, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, that Sinister was originally my number 10, but like Insidious was more in my brain. That's why I was like, all right, well, I'll swap out Sinister, put in Insidious.
That's Patrick Wilson, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The fucking Darth Maul thing. I got you.
But now.
I just watched that.
Oh, shit. Where did that go? God damn it. But now it's time for the worst. The worst, folks. And I have to upload one because it disappeared. So I'm glad I double checked.
Yep. Blumhouse.
StreamYard tends to do that sometimes. Like overlay will just disappear.
Too much. It's like you can't go on and be unscathed as it's a perfect run. Got to take some battle armor here, some attack. You're going to take some flack from us, and some of it's well deserved, I think.
All right, Ziggy, start us off with your bottom 5.
The bottom 5 of Blumhouse. I mean, seriously, some of these you should be ashamed of yourself for being part of these. And I'm just going to get right to it. With a worldwide gross of $740, not $740,000, $740. Amityville: The Awakening. What the fuck? Are you serious, man? I would have removed my name from this fucking bullshit. And Amityville, they must have got it at like a Black Friday price or something, the license to get this movie made. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But yeah, $740. That's the gross. That's the gross.
You looked that up?
Oh yeah, it's on there. It's on there. It's on there. It was just like I couldn't believe it because like one of the lists was like the total gross of Blumhouse. It's like wow, and as I was going down the list, it was like no, and sure enough, yeah, man, 740. I'm sure it was out one day, one screening in theaters or something like that. Whatever.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That is.
That's it's not good. Number 4. The terrible CGI set the pace right away with the snake fire starter. I mean, the movie that with Drew Barrymore is not great, but I mean, it is. You can feel for her. She acts the fuck out of it. She's pretty good, you know. And I forget his name now. Plays her father.
Yeah.
Damn it, that guy. Anyway, he's good too. And then it had Scott as the terrorist, you know, or the guy, the sniper, and everything. The one befriended her and everything, and made her, you know, and just trust and all that shit. It was excellent. George C. Scott.
Right.
But this one is none of that. It's so bad. It's the fire effect. It's so terrible. I mean, Blumhouse. Come on, man. Come on. Number 3 here. See, now it didn't make my top 10, this first one, but I respected this movie. It was right at the edge of the gray area because it is a funny, dark comedy horror movie. Happy Death Day. This is Happy Death Day 2. This is what happens when they totally fuck up a good thing. When they try to go too hard with it, man, and it's terrible. It ruined the whole concept. I thought so. I hated it. I was so like, this is absolutely dumb. The way coming back like this and doing it this way. So there you go.
All right.
Hey, you know, like I said, the first one I'm okay with, man. This one, trying a little too hard with it. Number 2. We talked about it before we went on the air, man. This is the resort of Blumhouse. This is
Don't take my fucking line.
I'm taking your line, dude, because it's that good. Fantasy Island. Making this into a horror movie, one of the dumbest things. There were some scarier episodes of Fantasy Island that would have been 10 times better than what this piece of shit was. The tie-ins were the dumbest of any tie-in ever tied in. And Blumhouse, you get a middle finger for that one, man. Terrible. 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 I'm spilling shit all over. I'm getting pissed now. You know, fuck Fantasy Island, man. I'll leave it for Craig because he did come up with the line. I said it, but I won't say it again. Number 1.
Yeah, we have to break a long-standing rule on the show.
The movie that shall not be named will probably be named at least 3 times.
The movie that shall not be named and only is the movie by name. It's got nothing to do with the legacy and the great thing that is the original Black Christmas is this fucking piece of shit remake. Even shits on the remake of the remake. This is bad. It's just, it has nothing to do with what Black Christmas was. And this is unforgivable, in my opinion. This is being part of this movie. You should be caned.
Yeah, this was hard. It was hard to do this list because we knew we were going to have to break a long-standing rule, because when we watched this movie and reviewed it back in 2019, Ziggy was just like, I never want to talk about this movie again. So anytime it has kind of come up, we've referred to it as the movie that shall not be named.
The first one.
You know this movie's fucking bad when Zach will openly say The Fog 2005, but will not say the name of this fucking movie.
I would rather watch The Fog 2005 than this.
All right. Well,
but then I would smash the TV before I'd have to.
So Black Christmas 2019, Ziggy's absolute worst Blumhouse film. All right.
Good list. Not really.
I know you guys didn't like my Happy Death Day 2, but
That one I kind of disagree with because I think there's several other worst Blumhouse movies out there. And speaking of, I'll just go ahead and jump right in with my bottom 5 list because this is going to be fun.
I want to have time to debate these, so I'm going to do the same thing. You're done.
fire right through. Yep.
Yeah, because I can bring the list up and we can look at them again, like I did with
got through mine in 6 minutes.
Yeah. So number 5 for me, mediocrity dies tonight. Let's go with Halloween Kills. It's amazing how many reboots, remakes, legacy sequels are included on my list. And I've got a theory about that we'll discuss later. But Halloween Kills, absolutely number 5. You guys remember how I felt about this movie. I had never been more pissed off walking out of a movie until a little bit later. But Halloween Kills was the first time I walked out really pissed off.
I don't think it needs to be said. Fuck.
Yeah. Number 4 for me, another legacy sequel, Insidious: The Red Door. Holy shit. Never let Patrick Wilson behind the camera again. I like the guy. I appreciate his acting. I like him in the Conjuring series. I like him as Ed Warren. But do not, I repeat, do not let him ever direct again. This was one of the worst directed films I've seen in a long time. And I've seen a blind person direct a movie. So this guy is way out there. And that's bad. Speaking of, like I said about Halloween Kills, I had never been as pissed off as I was walking out of a movie. Well, until I saw my number 3 worst Blumhouse film of all time, Halloween Ends. By this point, I wanted to start a letter writing campaign to have David Gordon Green like excommunicated from like also not being able to direct or write, co-write anything. And there's a common thread in all of these films, again, that we will discuss here in a little bit. I was sure that I could never be as pissed off about seeing a movie and walking out of a movie as I was about Halloween Ends and even Kills. And then he stepped it up. Well, God damn it, David Gordon Green, you have 3 movies on my list because number 2 is Exorcist Believer. What a piece of shit. I can't say enough bad things about Exorcist Believer. First 30 minutes, not bad. And then you lost all the heart.
Bottom of the gray area for me.
Right. And yeah, dude, when this came out, the movie that shall not be named, of course, Black Christmas 2019. Wow. I've seen movies that preach down to its audience. This one went over the top about preaching down. And that was one of the main things I really disliked about this film. So
it's
there you go.
Undefendable.
I would love to have somebody come in at some point and defend this movie. I don't think it could be done.
Nobody that is actually in their rational right mind can come in here and say that isn't a ham-fisted, ham-handed smack in the face of just overdoing a social message there.
Well, and okay, but look at my overall list. What was my number 1? A very socially conscious film about racism as horror. Yeah. What's my bottom? Black Christmas. You know, Jordan Peele knows how to do socially relevant films. Whoever did Black Christmas, I don't even care who it is because it doesn't matter. They do not.
Well, you know what? You guys need to check your fucking privilege at the door.
Maybe so.
I'm saying, why has it got to be?
Listen to the message.
Maybe.
That's the problem. You guys
Fuck
don't
you.
listen.
Fuck you, Colonel.
You guys don't fucking listen. Check that privilege.
Okay, well, let's check your privilege, bitch. Let's
I
see
will
what your
check my
bottom five
privilege,
is.
motherfucker.
That privilege up here.
See,
Hold
I, unlike you guys, am not closed-minded.
Oh,
So coming in at number 5, I have The Craft. Did this movie really need to be fucking made? I'll be honest. Like, for us 90s kids, The Craft is a pretty, that's a part of the foundation of our horror growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't help that it kind of helped with my taste in women, I guess we'll say. My preferred taste. We'll say that. It definitely fucking helped. So when this came out, I got about
Firuza Balk fan then?
Huh?
You're a Firuza Balk fan?
I was a fan of all 4 of them, dude. Still am. But no, I mean, when this movie's coming out, I was like, it's cool. It's like, craft for the next generation. Yeah, I'll watch this with my oldest daughter. Maybe she'll get into it when we can watch the original. Dude, this movie is fucking awful. Fucking awful. And that twist at the end, saw it coming a mile away. It literally did nothing.
But it was wasted.
That's where we
Totally wasted.
I could have
Totally fucking wasted.
start the movie with that shit, and then make the movie about her coming out and reacclimating. That would have been way better than what they gave us.
Yeah, they gave us shit. But guess what? There's 4 movies that are fucking worse than this.
Oh
So coming in at number 4, The Resort, but without the beautiful drone shot, Fantasy Island.
God damn it.
I'll be honest. I don't remember enough about Fantasy Island to remember if it did have a great drone shot. I'm assuming it didn't because I didn't remember. I just remember this movie was fucking terrible. I was sitting in the theater like, fuck, why are we reviewing this piece of shit? Like, I literally wasted my money to come see this fucking movie. It was fucking awful. Fucking awful. But not as bad as my number 3 film. Halloween Ends. God damn, I'm surprised this is number 3. Because I literally remember when the credits started rolling, I was like, that was the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life.
Let me ask you guys something. Is there any gravity to the statements that were made? If this wasn't Michael Myers and just like an original story, would this have been a better movie? Would you agree with that?
If it didn't have Halloween attached to it, I said that from the very beginning.
Yeah, if done properly, I mean, if they planted the seed in Halloween and it sprouted in Halloween Kills, then here we go and it ends, I wouldn't have fucking hated it so much.
Like he just inspired that kid to become.
Yes, but to introduce that into your final film in a trilogy is fucking awful. That's no different than when fucking Star Wars fucked up so fucking bad for whatever reason. Here's the Emperor Palpatine just to fucking make people happy. Again, it made no fucking sense. That pissed me off too. That was fucking ridiculous. Give me a reason why.
I guarantee you this was not the original planned trilogy.
No.
There's no fucking way.
There's no way. This is such a departure from the first 2 films. I even thought Kills was a departure from 2018.
Mm-hmm.
But at least, then Kills, I'll give them props. Those flashback scenes were fucking awesome. And those were enough to keep it off my list. That alone was the only thing that kept Kills off my top 5.
Not me.
So coming in at number 2, could be biased, could be, stuck, in the moment here, like everybody like most people are nowadays. The Exorcist Believer.
I can't believe you and I agree so much on our bottom.
Yeah, our bottom list is pretty similar. Was it as bad as Exorcist 2? No. Was it close? Fucking yes.
Yes.
Oh, it was close.
It was really fucking close. Go back and watch. We just reviewed this movie like a fucking month ago, 2 months ago. Go back and watch that. I gave it more than enough time on the fucking tonight. Mm-hmm. Coming at number 1, unlike these 2 assholes. No, who am I kidding? It just flashed. It just popped up on my Facebook memories like two days ago. I'm like, God damn it! I'm not looking forward to this. This movie better be better than I think it is, but I'm sure it's not. And I was correct. Black Christmas. I'm not even a fan of Black Christmas, dude. The original, like, I could see its importance to horror. It's a little boring to me. I'm not a huge fan. The remake, the first one, yeah, it's okay.
2006.
Yeah, but still not one of my favorites. I was a blank fucking canvas for this, man. I was ready for you guys to paint me a fucking picture and make me a fan of this fucking movie. I didn't have any bias from the original, and it was awful. Like, you're gonna tell me I'm a fucking asshole. You don't even fucking know me. Who the fuck are you? Because that's what pissed me off. That's what I got by the end of the movie. All men are assholes. Your opinion doesn't fucking matter. Da 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 da. Go fuck yourself.
Colonel,
Literally.
he hits play on the DVD player. Black Christmas starts in Colonel's house.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
And he's like, "What?
Asshole."
Indeed, this movie did not need to be fucking made, but they made it. It's almost like there's a fucking tax write-off. Like, sure, let's make this movie real quick, get some fucking money, write it off on our taxes.
Either they had to make a Black Christmas or lose the rights or whatever. It was already paid for, or it was in the bargain basement. Just a name there. Somebody went, "Hey, I heard of that one. Buy that one," and they got it on the cheap.
Well,
Yeah, it was kind of like the fucking what Hellraiser movie was it? The first one without Doug Bradley.
yeah.
That was strictly made because they were about to lose the fucking license, and they had to get one more cheap buck out of it, out of the fucking name. That's what this was.
All right. So here's something about Black Christmas that I hadn't mentioned. It's been 4 years now. I have never heard anybody bring it up again, except in a negative way.
Yeah.
We've
I've
gone
never
through
heard anybody bring it up, period. Positive.
We've gone through three Christmases since this came out. And it's not like, oh yeah, I gotta watch the Blumhouse Black Christmas. It's part of my Christmas tradition. Nope.
They fail.
Not a single person.
Fail.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Let's look at these lists side by side. Yeah. There we go. Black Christmas across the board. Ziggy, how the fuck is Exorcist Believer not on your list?
How the fuck is Halloween Ends not on your list, dude?
Because I don't think it needs to be said. It's so bad that it's just.
Did Black Christmas need to be said then? Because
that does need to be said. People need to be reminded on that one. I think how shitty it was. Well, it's the undisputed heavyweight champion,
And dude, just because Amityville only made like $750, it's not that bad.
You watched it? I watched it.
I've seen it. Yeah, the one with Bella Thorne and what's her name? Yeah, it's not that bad. I've seen a lot worse from Blumhouse as my list.
I was just one of those like that. That led to Amityville in space and Amityville Dollhouse and all that dumb shit. So, no, but yeah, Exorcist. I thought they were strong start, but it does fall the fuck off with all what they tried to do with what's behind the evil. Yes. Dum 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 dum. But the ending, and I told you, we got to wait and see where they go with it, with what they did with that ending, and see where it goes. Maybe they're hearing this hate, and will make the proper.
You know who's behind this fucking movie? And he stepped the fuck away. If that tells you anything.
Yeah. He was Yep. It's all right. Give some kid a shot. Maybe he'd be like, "No, we're doing this." He's rogue. I can't believe none of you guys came up with Firestarter.
I almost did, but I thought these were fucking worse. Like Firestarter is on the bottom list, but
The Craft wasn't. I think.
If we did listen, dude, if we did a bottom six, Firestarter was right there.
Yes.
I'm not kidding. I'm looking at my list right now.
Neither am I. I just enjoyed Firestarter more than I did The Craft Legacy.
You can probably swap out Happy Death Day for me for Halloween Ends, honestly. I mean, it's kind of the same. It makes me feel the same. Both of those movies did.
I even have Fantasy Island at number 9 bottom. So there's two more between Firestarter and it that I liked worse.
Insidious, The Red Door. That's floating
I
at the
didn't
bottom.
hate Insidious the Red Door like you
Hey,
guys.
floating
I mean,
at the bottom of the gray. In the gray.
I'll be honest with you. Did it help that fucking Ghost was on the soundtrack? Of course it did. I'm not going to lie. I was like, cool. I get to hear Ghost during the end credits. That's good enough for me. That's sad.
So bad. Now, okay, but look at the through line here. Everything on these lists is either a remake, reboot, sequel,
or
something.
TV show. Yeah.
So,
ugh.
my problem with the Blumhouse list that I made, the bottom 5 list at least, is like most of those. You can take Insidious out, but most of these have a history to them, have a fan base.
Did we just go fucking back in time, Colonel, through a time warp or something?
Dude, it sounded like he was playing fucking in an old Atari game. Like,
What happened?
What it's fucking called. I was like, what the hell?
Is my audio going funky?
You're good now.
Oh,
It just went.
Yeah, you sounded like you got pulled through a keyhole or something, man.
all right. I didn't hear it, obviously, but my problem with most of these films on this list is there's no heart to them. There's nothing. The only things that connect them to their previous entries are the weakest of connections. Now, you can say, oh, well, Laurie Strode, she's a strong connection. Yeah, absolutely she is. And she is in, what, 7 minutes of screen time in Halloween Kills?
Oh, dude, she had a fucking cameo. That's all that fucking was.
You know,
probably got 10 million for that.
I appreciate the fact that Insidious the Red Door brought back the same kid, but that kid can't act anymore. He's got other interests. I appreciate the fact that Patrick Wilson wanted to be a director. How about you don't do it on such a big fucking franchise as Insidious? Why don't you try it on one of the Amityville films first?
Dude, I'm okay with them trying it on Insidious. You know why? Because that franchise fucking blows.
I like the first 2.
Yeah, well, so they're still only batting. It's only 50%, man.
50,
no, wasn't it like 1 and 3 were the good ones of Insidious? 2 was kind of wanky. I don't remember how it went.
3's okay.
One of them sucks.
Like I said, when I got done with my list, I did notice it was funny that if it's an original IP, I dug it. I was a lot kinder to it.
Mm-hmm.
This shit, like you said, it's non-original, cheap fucking prequels, remakes, retellings, blah, 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 what have you. Fucking awful. They feel cheap. They really do feel fucking cheap. Like you said it best. No fucking heart. It was
no heart.
Cash grabs. That's all they are.
So that's why I have an issue with these films.
Black Christmas.
And that one, the heart was in the wrong place.
That's it. I mean, people come to movies for an escape, to unplug for a while, not to come in and get a fucking just a beating, with a fucking ruler, man.
See, I don't mind a horror movie that has a social message behind it, because we've been getting them since the dawn of fucking film. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that, but you don't have to write it in fucking marker and put it in my face like, here's what I'm telling. I'm not a fucking idiot.
And then take it down, smack the shit out of you, and then stick it in your face again.
You weren't paying attention the first 5 minutes of the film. All right, let's hit some of these comments. Tarek says, agreed. I don't even like the OG Firestarter much, and this remake was so bad, I now like the original. Exactly. Paula says, Fantasy Island is time out of your life you will not get back.
That's true.
Well said.
Patricia says, Zigzag is going through some tough times with this list. Yes, we all were. This was although I'll admit this bottom 5 was easy to make.
Dude, super fucking easy. It literally took me like 3 minutes. I was like,
getting upset, man.
Grizzly says, Blumhouse fails so hard on these remakes. Yes. That's the problem. I don't mind some of their original shit, though. And I don't mind some of their remakes. I mean, like Invisible Man. Dude, not bad.
We praised a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
When they do it right, they'll get the praise. When you give us Black Christmas, You'll get. Oh, sorry.
I thought you were letting it run.
I almost did the full one. We haven't done the full one in a while. Maybe when we leave tonight.
Yep.
For the last time.
Tarek says, I didn't even realize Patrick was director for the Red Door. That explains so much. Yeah, no offense, but stay on your side of the camera, bruh.
We've been saying that shit. Like it was just too much on his plate, I think, to make it work.
Yeah. Christopher says the Legacy sequel is the worst concept to be introduced to horror in decades. Kill it with fire.
Yes.
If it's done right, it works.
I say the same thing, man. Like I'm always excited when I hear about it, but then usually the results are shit. The fucking best example of it working is Psycho 2, and nobody considers that a Legacy sequel.
But it absolutely is a Legacy sequel.
It was before that became a hot topic. You know?
Exactly. I mean, you're talking about a movie that came out fucking 35, 40 years ago, man.
They did it first and did it right. And then how come nobody can follow this formula?
BK says, I saw a blind guy juggle 40-ounce bottles in front of a laundromat for a cigarette. It was fucking awesome. That's great. Let's see. There we go. Dr. Smiley's in the house. He says, Black Christmas is a holiday tradition for me. I assume he means the 74. He means the 74, I assume.
There's no way he means the remake. I'm telling you right now, it's the original.
I hope. If that's the case, if it's the 2019, you cannot watch the show next week.
He's psychotic, man. I'm telling you.
No, there's no show next week. So
Or we'll just say you won't be able to see it. It's there, but you're banned. Fuck, man. Yep. He probably does. He probably puts the suit on.
Not sure exactly what he's saying here. Grizzly says, ones I don't like are Firestarter, Fantasy Island, most of the remake Halloweens, and Invisible Man, and I cannot pinpoint why. He wasn't a fan of Invisible Man. All right.
Wow, man. Well, didn't work for you.
Mm-hmm.
I expected complete shit and utter nothing, and I was on the edge of my seat like the whole movie.
There we go.
Unexpectedly.
Tarek says, if someone says, how do you fuck up a social message on TV? Velma on TV, and then on the big screen, Black Christmas. See, I never watched that Velma, but I heard.
Oh, I heard. Yeah, I heard it was not cool.
Okay, I think Dr. Smiley is jacking with us here.
He's jacking with us because he's probably, it's like we're gonna watch the original Black Christmas and you get the procedure, or we gotta watch the remake.
But I am excited about It's Me, Billy Part 2 or Chapter 2.
Thank God for Dave McRae and It's Me, Billy, and they've completed It's Me shooting on It's Me, Billy Part 2. The trailer teaser drops right around this week sometime.
Tomorrow.
I think. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah. Now
we already talked to Dave. As soon as he's got a minute, we're gonna get him. He's coming out.
There's a Legacy sequel done right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Legacy. Right. I mean, and it's a fan film, yes, but they spent some dough. They got some great talent on it. It's a great team to shoot it. And if you've seen the other one, you know what they're going to give us.
You know how I know It's Me, Billy is good? It's the fact I fucking like It's Me, Billy.
Yeah.
It tells you all. It's
yeah.
It's so well. I just think it enhances the first one amazingly. That's what I like. It just makes that so much more important with the shit that went on back then.
I found it way more entertaining than the original.
Of course. Well, yeah, it's half the time too, half the runtime.
Exactly.
But
here we go.
Yeah.
Dr. Smiley says, I think some of the Legacy reboots are decent movies only if you take out the Legacy characters.
I could agree with that.
Okay.
When they shoehorn.
Let's do that real quick though.
Yeah.
Like Halloween Ends, we just talked about. If it wasn't attached to Halloween, didn't have Laurie Strode, didn't have all the other cameo legacy characters that supposedly meant something to the film, yes, completely different film, and I probably would enjoy it. But you're supposed to be carrying on the legacy of Halloween, and you're failing miserably. That's where you lost me on that.
You let
Yes.
the fan base down. Nobody wanted it like that.
No. Not at all.
I think you have an obligation if you're taking on an IP like that. To, I don't know. I appreciate the hard work that people do to make a film and everything, but that's kind of a big one, man. That's taboo. It's taboo.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Sabu.
Let's do the same thing with Exorcist Believer. If it was just an original possession film, take out Ellen Burstyn, who was wasted anyway. Take out the other character, wasted.
For now.
I would still think it's shit. Being just completely honest with you. Take the Exorcist name off of it. I still don't think it's a very good possession film.
It would have been better, though.
There aren't many, though, that this style of possession movie that's any good. Honestly.
The Craft Legacy, I did not hate as much as Colonel did.
Me neither.
Again, the Craft meant something different to me than it did you guys. Like
that's true. That's
a
true.
generational thing.
I love the original, though.
Yeah, but you were also 15 years older. I'm just saying, the lens you were watching it through was different than the lens I was watching it through.
Firestarter was awful.
Firestarter was
the
awful.
remake.
That was bad. That was terrible CGI.
Remember the snake? The snake CGI? We were like, oh, shit.
No, that was Prey.
That was Prey?
Yeah.
There's something stupid at the beginning of Firestarter, too.
There is. But
I think it was I think you're right. I think it was a snake. Didn't they catch a snake on? She catch a snake on fire or some shit.
Oh, maybe so.
Yeah,
I can't
telling
remember
you,
that.
dude. I mean,
Bobby says the flashback scene. I assume he's talking about in Halloween Kills. Could
Yeah.
have been its own movie. Yeah,
yeah, I agree.
I'm there for that.
That was fucking awesome.
That gave me chills.
God damn it. Patricia says, I'm so glad that you guys agree on your bottoms. Yeah.
Rim shot. Oh, I said rim.
And then Dr. Smiley says, Crank and Colonel's bottoms are not similar.
He doesn't know that yet.
Ah.
He's only inspected mine, from what I remember.
No, he'd already had me in phase by the time he got to you, remember?
Right.
At least that's how the
It's like Friday the 13th. I'm the last one.
that's how the story went.
Tarek says, first time I heard it spoken out loud, I thought they said Exorcist Belieber, and I was so ready to see that. Yeah, we did a mashup of that on TikTok a long time ago.
Oh, Jesus. Yep.
There we go. And Bill gives us 9 across the list.
Damn.
For the shitball list.
We need to fucking take a picture of that. I don't think we'll ever get a 9 from Bill again.
Yeah, no shit.
He's a tough critic, man.
Tough nut, man.
Cat, chill the fuck out.
Bobby also says, thank God Jason Blum isn't here. No, actually, he should be here. He should hear this because I think he's too busy counting his fucking money from all the people that, like us, that get pissed off walking out of the theater.
He doesn't give a fuck.
But at the same time, like you just said, walking out of the theater, we go to see these fucking movies. Granted, if I was doing a podcast, would I go see all these movies? Fuck no. Halloween, of course.
I would have.
Still.
I would have.
Like Christmas, probably, but
Fantasy Island, I wouldn't have. Probably.
no, I totally would skip Fantasy Island.
We are not paid for our opinions by anybody.
Honestly, I probably would have skipped out on Black Christmas too because I would have known that was going to be shit based on the original.
I'd seen 2006 in the theater. I might as well went and seen 2019 in the theater. That would have been my reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
So 2006.
I waited on that one. I didn't see it right away at the theater. I caught it shortly thereafter.
Tarek says, I feel like this could have been easily a 10 worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were more. Oh, there's more.
I would have had to have done some shuffling with the because my list right now, at least on Letterboxd, is like pretty much my top 10 and my bottom, probably my bottom 10, but the middle, I need to rearrange a little bit because it's not quite there.
There's a lot in that gray.
There is. There's Adam. He says, yes, Fantasy Island was so bad. Bobby says, at least Blumhouse would rather do practical effects than CGI.
I'm going to argue with you on that one, Bobby.
I don't.
I'd rather do CGI over practical effects. Anything that's like fuck.
Some and some. They do both.
There are more than a lot of films, yes. And thank God for Christopher Nelson in that respect.
Yeah, he was Halloween. His shit was pretty good.
Yeah. So, a couple people leaving. Good night, Patricia and Lorena.
Fuck.
Yep. Cat's zooming, Colonel.
She sure as fuck is, dude.
Tarek says, interesting. Blumhouse excels at OG content, but can't recycle into anything but compost.
But probably make more money on the recycled compost than they do on the OG stuff.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Tell me, man, Blumhouse going the same way as Lionsgate. Started off fucking strong in the beginning, making a bunch of shit now.
Kiara wants to know, have we seen the 2006 Black Christmas? She liked that one. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Great. It's not bad.
I actually went to the theaters to see that on Christmas night when it came out. Again, not bad.
We had one of the actresses from that was on with us.
Yeah, it's a little more of a slasher than the original, which is cool. That's why it's good. I'd say that one, and it's probably just a little bit better than the My Bloody Valentine remake.
Tarek says, oh, wait, I have 5, counting these 3, critics I trust to give honest reviews of horror. Literally all the rest seem to be idiots so far, present company excluded, of course. Well, thank you. Thank you. We're still idiots, but we tell you we're idiots.
Oh, wait.
And Tarek says, good point, Colonel. Blumhouse feels like it's on that same water slide as Lionsgate. Yep.
Saying that for years. Breaking news, though. Sorry. So I didn't get a chance to say it real quick. Zag, we got to talk after we go off the air.
Oh, shit.
Separated.
Oh, no.
God damn it.
That's it.
I have no idea what's going on.
Does it off the air?
Is it a football thing?
It is.
Yes.
Okay, well then I don't care. All right. Bobby says, at least we have Troll 2.
Yeah, we do.
That's true. And BK says, isn't he about to ruin Christine?
I think so.
Unfortunately, possibly.
And we keep hearing about a Thing sequel.
Yeah.
So we don't know. We haven't had anything concrete come out yet.
Oh, by the way, if you guys want to see my list on Letterboxd, like I said, the middle is kind of a jumbled mess still. I'll try to go through and organize that here in the next couple of days. But Phase, you can throw my list up there.
I'll make mine public. I'm an asshole. Sorry. I thought it was already, but yeah.
But yeah, there we go. And Bill says, surprise, nobody bagged on Five Nights at Freddy's. Honestly, I haven't seen it yet.
It just missed my list.
It for me is one of those ones in the middle. I didn't like it enough to put in my top 10, but I didn't think it was bad enough to deserve to be on the bottom 5. I just found it to be boring.
It's 12, no lower than 13 on mine.
All right, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. And let me go back to this. And Paula wants to know, Colonel, can you show up your Christmas sweater?
I sure can. It's nothing special. It's just Walmart's finest. Just says ho, ho, ho. And it's got a place where you put my fucking beer. That's all that matters.
He's been waiting all night to show it off.
No, I have not, because there are way better ugly Christmas sweaters than this one. There, you can. There, I see.
Right.
Get me out of here.
It's not working.
What the fuck? Come on.
Crank, do it.
I'll start fucking singing songs. There you go.
Wouldn't work, dude.
Wait, you're gonna start singing songs?
Too late. Nope. Too late now. You done missed it. You already missed it.
Let's hear it.
Wait a minute. Did they put some Christmas music down here?
That was it. Rock around the Christmas tree. At the Hollywood. I don't know. What?
Don't get us kicked off for copyright or whatever.
Right.
No, it's the built-in stuff.
No, I mean, no, him singing.
That's crank as fuck.
That's crank as fuck.
God damn it. All right.
Might be the phrase of 2023 right at the end.
There we go. Dr. Smiley says, I think Willy's Wonderland was way better than Five Nights at Fridays. Agreed. And I'll
He didn't
even
say anything, did he?
The Banana Splits.
Banana Splits movie. That's what I was getting ready to say. I think that one is way better than Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, 'cause that one was
good.
super
Like I said,
violent.
I understand the popularity of Five Nights at Freddy's. I just mentioned with The Craft, it's a generational thing. People that growing up playing Five Nights at Freddy's probably fucking love it. That's cool. I'm glad you enjoy it.
I'll say this, just from where the darkness of the tone of it, of the story, they nailed it. They got that. It's super fucking disturbing and off-putting, murdered kids and these things, but it just loses its, the sinister part of it as the movie went on. It's just they really want to play like kids.
Mm-hmm.
I want them in murder mode the whole time. They do that. Like the game. The game, they're always after your ass.
We don't normally do this, but I'm going to throw it up anyway. Just a random question, kind of off topic. Bobby wants to know, do you think The Thing from 2011 did justice to the Carpenter version? Story-wise, I don't mind it at all. I think it fits very well as a prequel. It leads right into the beginning of John Carpenter's The Thing. The only thing that fucked it up for me is the CGI graphics.
Yeah, spoken perfectly. Nothing for me to add to that.
I mean, especially when we saw what they were working with for the practical effects were fucking hands down better. I mean, untouched with all the goo and stuff. It looked amazing. Mm-hmm. And they still said, oh no, it's just, that looks much better. Who the fuck made that decision?
Who says that?
But it is a strong movie. It does complement it. But Carpenter himself says something's happening with The Thing and he's involved. We'll see.
Yeah. Love to see something about that. So
please have McCready back.
Hold on. We got one more. I got to ask a question here. FaZe.
What's up?
What's your least favorite Blumhouse film?
Oh God.
Did you even watch Black Christmas when it came out?
No, I listened to you fucking guys. I mean, honestly, I don't. It would easily be Black Christmas. I also skipped Exorcist Believer.
There you go.
Because of what you guys said, it would easily be one of those two.
Halloween
Ends would have to be it then, because I mean, I have seen that. Sucked. I remember after watching the movie, I watched it at home. I didn't go to the theater for that one. I watched it right after watching Halloween Kills too. I watched it back to back, and it was just one of the worst nights, the worst periods of 4 hours I have ever spent watching a fucking movie. It sucked.
Evil retires tonight.
Evil sucked that night. That
night.
It wasn't good.
All right. Well, cool. I just wanted to get your input on that. So later. All right. We got to bring him in every now and then.
Uh-huh.
Is that it for it? Does that wrap up Blumhouse?
I think so. May we never do it again. Jesus Christ.
We'll never escape them. Individually, they'll always be appearing around here, and they're welcome.
I know,
please,
I'm just saying.
Impress us.
There's really good years. We stuck to top 5s for Blumhouse. We got to do a fucking 10 as much as we shit on them. Kill them.
Here's the thing, man. We start next year with a Blumhouse. Night Swim.
I'm fucking aware because I'm seeing more and more trailers.
You remember what we started with last year?
Yeah, of course.
Megan.
Smile?
Oh, was it Megan?
It's Megan.
Yeah, it was Megan.
Yeah.
Still not as bad as the Grudge remake. Remember when we started with that, and I was like, have to play my "fuck this shit I'm out" card.
Yeah.
Right at the very beginning, but I still went to say Zag used it, and I'm like, I guess I'll go see it.
Yeah, I refused.
I went to see that one.
I was like, no fucking way. I hated it before when they remade it from the Japanese version.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, folks, like we said, next week, we're going to let you guys enjoy your families and have a lovely Christmas or holiday. Yeah. We are going to take the week off, and we will be back January 1st.
Wow.
So
you'll be hungover, just sitting on your couch in your underwear. So just come on in.
I got a New Year's Eve show to do. So
yeah, like that's all right. We'll be hungover, sitting here in our underwear, which is wearing t-shirts, so you don't know.
And it's totally crank to do that. So
it's crank as fuck.
Crank as fuck. It's crank as fuck, man. So please.
I'm going to strangle somebody before the end of the night. Luckily, these guys live in different states.
We don't see them for another 5 weeks. So yeah.
But yes, when we come back January 1st, we're kicking the year off right. We're going to be ranking our top 20. No, I'm kidding. Top 10. I just wanted to see what Colonel's face would do. He didn't budge an inch.
I didn't.
We could all do 20. It wouldn't be a problem.
No, our top 10.
We gotta do 10.
Our top 10 films of 2023.
No bottom list though.
No bottom list. We can mention the worst.
Least favorite.
The worst one of 2023.
One movie we hated from 2023. I can live with that.
Okay. But we're doing our best of the previous year episode. We do it every year. We rank our top 10 movies. We'll probably rank a couple of TV shows, even though I'll be honest, even though I haven't been watching a whole lot of the TV shows this year.
Dude,
I have not. Dude, I couldn't even come up with a 5 for TV shows. I don't even I haven't even finished a new season of fucking Creep Show, dude.
Yeah.
You haven't noticed.
Yeah, much like 2 episodes and I stopped.
We've been a little busy this year with the outside responsibilities. So.
Zag saved, or Tarek says, Zag saved it. We could do a top 20 easy, and there's the Colonel reaction Crank was going for.
That's right.
So
we got to deliver here, man.
Yep. But yeah, we'll do top 10 movies, top 3 TV shows. Could we do that?
I don't even know if I've seen 3 TV shows.
I'm thinking I haven't watched one TV show this year, man.
Top 3 conventions.
I mean, I've only been to 3, so
Colonel's got 3, so there you go. I mean, yeah, it'll be a little tougher for us, but sure.
All right.
How about conventions we hate? No, can't do that.
No.
There's only one. There's one list.
No.
Just one.
There's 2.
We don't give a crap. Oh, there's 2, but
we hate one more than the other.
Oh,
put it that way.
Okay, I got you. It took me a second there. Yeah.
If we did our top ones, we can't do it. Someone's going to hawk out, throw their fucking computer. Let's not do the cons we hate. All right.
No. Hulk out.
Stop.
The heavyweight champion.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. You son of a bitch. Special thanks to our final girls and guys and all of our members, Chris, Lorena, and Tyrone, our Crazy Ralphs, Rick and Raymond, and our camp counselors, 42nd Street Pete, Corey, Luke, Dave. What are you doing?
I want Colonel to break into song after you get done with it.
S. Michael, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Patricia, and JJ.
So, you want me to sing? Put me on the spot here. You guys want to
count you off, man.
All right, I'm going to say
3, 2, 1.
Happy holidays, get shit faced, because that's crank as fuck.
Turn that shit up. What are we doing, man?
Well, it's the last shenanigans of the year, dude. So,
I don't know what I'm going to do next week, man. You guys are. I love Mondays.
Yeah,
I love Mondays too. I'm going to miss it, but I'll be.
You guys have got family stuff to do, and I get that. So
I got a couple, but it could probably be wrapped up kind of early around here. But
just keep a secret. I'll still be putting together a Barbie dream house. I'm fucking sure.
One of the big ones.
Fucking mine. Yeah,
He might be watching. I don't. Well, wait. No, he's not watching now.
Thing's fucking huge, dude. Didn't even fit in my car. Look, that was a bitch. I was like, oh my god.
He got we got like a laptop. This fucking laptop, dude, is twice as strong as the one I had before. You know, this one's pretty good. It's a gaming one, but for just a regular fucking laptop, this bitch is loaded, dude. And then he got like a little like a snow cone machine, the shaved ice and the syrup and everything. And then he's into painting now, so I got him brushes and canvases and
tell him not to put his dick in that snow cone machine.
Yeah, that and or on the canvases. You know, I don't want him painting that, and you know what I'm saying. Good.
Here's the difference between my kids: Barbie Dream House. All right, Santa already brought. Apparently, one of the BTS guys put out like a solo album. There's like 3 different versions because of different collectibles. That's what the other one asked for.
All 3 of them.
All 3 of them.
Did you come across all 3 of them?
Oh yeah, it's pretty simple. Like the exclusive one that I thought I was going to get was like sold out, but luckily Amazon. I found someone that orders that shit straight from South Korea. I'm like, fucking bet. Boom, paid a little extra, but
you got it.
They got it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'll be hearing that shit.
Well, Colonel, wrap them up. Let's send these people out for the whole year.
It's been a long time since we wrapped up an episode. Man, well, first of all, thanks for joining us tonight, and happy holidays, everyone. Celebrate how you want to celebrate it. Have a good time. Be safe. And it's been a crazy year. Because kind of going to do have to do our year wrap up on this. Jesus Christ. A lot of strides forward for this group of fucking idiots.
Misfit toys.
Yeah. It's been a fun ride seeing where this place. Stop playing that fucking music. So
he's getting all sentimental. I figured I'd help you out.
Serious and shit. Then you got to come in with that music. No, man, it's just been a fun ride. And all of our new people has joined us throughout the year. I appreciate it. And you keep coming back.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So hopefully
Shocking.
September, I can make it to New Mexico. That's the top priority for me.
I don't know if that's public yet either, if it's official.
Well, they haven't announced a date.
That's me saying I don't know shit.
Yeah.
I'm guesstimating. I don't know.
We're bringing the Colonel. Like we're gonna run in there with ski masks and like baton. We're gonna just bat everyone in the knee out of the way. We're gonna throw a sack over his head, throw him in a van, and we're bringing him to New Mexico whenever it is. Don't you worry. The Colonel is coming to fucking New Mexico.
Don't say that, because then if we can't deliver, that makes you look like an. Well, no, go ahead. You can say that.
Yeah, it'll make you look like an asshole. I'm saying I'm trying my best.
I'll just blame FaZe.
Yeah, we'll blame FaZe.
No. Don't blame. He's not even here.
His job is to be fucking blamed.
He's not even here to defend himself.
That's the producer's
Boom.
job.
Defend yourself, FaZe.
That's right.
Exactly. But no, thanks for joining us. It's been a fun year. I'll make this quick, short and sweet. Thank you for joining us. I'm looking forward to 2024 with these assholes, but most importantly, all of you watching. So happy holidays. Be safe. Wash your dick. Don't get sick. Listen to me. Zag's proof of what happens when you don't listen to me. Drink your orange juice. And you know what, ladies? It's the wintertime. Don't worry about that summer's eve. Just fucking stay comfy and warm. You can worry about that shit in the spring.
God damn it.
Keeps the bears away.
Ziggy, send them out.
Yeah, man. This was just a little fucking kind of a distraction hobby, and here we are, man. And fuck, now it's all crazy. This next year is gonna be. I mean, I know we always say the same kind of shit, but you're starting to see what the fuck we mean now. You know what I mean? We're all over the fucking place, and it's only getting crazier. And I fucking love it. I can't wait to get out. Hopefully, get by where everybody is. We can meet you face to face and hang out and have a Mountain Dew, smoke a joint if you're into that kind of thing. I love it. DCS all the way. I'm not going anywhere. Hopefully, these guys feel the same. And fuck yeah, we're gonna conquer the goddamn states in 2024. We're coming at you, and I can't wait. And I can't thank you enough every single week for hanging with us, man. Love you. Have a great holiday. We'll see you next year. Boom. Zigzag out. Frank.
Yep. Cheers to 2023, gang. We've met some great people this last year, made some great connections. Can't wait to get back out. Stop. No, don't do that. Turn it off.
Turn off the
Turn it off.
It's funny, isn't it? Come on. You go
Okay.
ahead. Sorry.
No, it's been a great year. I can't wait to see what next year brings. I have a feeling it's, I was thinking about this not too long ago. You realize we only did the first Curse Your Luck in July. So we've been talking about, 2023 was a crazy year. 2020. No, it was a crazy 6 months, basically. And
this past July?
Yeah, you smoked that memory away. Fuck.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. But it doesn't feel like that, does it?
August, September, October, November, December. Been playing it. Well, I think it's been a year in.
Well, no, I mean the live version.
Oh, well, that. Yes.
So that's what I'm talking about.
So fuck, man. People are taking notice. I don't know why. No one else is doing it, but it's when they try, you'll understand. You can't. Yeah. It's a bitch.
But that's what I'm talking about. It's weird to say, 2023 has been such a crazy year when it's been like compressed into half the year that it really kind of snowballed into what has become.
Yeah, because we kind of were just fucked around. We went to Horror Hound at the beginning of the year, and then we were down for a little bit. We went to Texas.
And
then we went to New Mexico, and that's kind of where shit kicked off.
Yeah.
That's when it really we got punted, to speak, man, just launched to the fucking field goal.
Yeah.
That's why that area is a top priority for me if I could make it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just happy that we met all of you guys at some point, and if we haven't met you yet,
we want to.
We would love to. Hopefully we get to do that next year. And thank you guys as always for watching, and work on your list of the best films of 2023.
I got a lot of movies to watch on vacation.
There you go. You got 2 weeks to do it, baby.
I got like 2 left that are like on high-ranked movies that I have not seen yet. So
there you go. Thank you for correcting yourself.
Haven't saw?
I haven't saw those yet.
Hold on. Your ride drove by just a little bit ago. If you didn't hear him.
Blah 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 blah. Oh shit, man.
But no, thank you guys for watching. We love y'all. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, all that stuff. And we will see you. I think Tarek did it in the comments. As the dad joke says, we'll see you next year.
That's right.
Woo!
For God's sake.
See you.
Just in the middle of a dream, I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, 'cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Ah! Ah,